Hey guys, so today I wanted to do a quick little review on some products that I received from beauty professionals, and they did send these to me to try out, but this video isn't sponsored. They're not paying me to do this video. Normally I would have included it in my monthly haul where I show everything I got during the month, but since there are quite a few items, I figured that then that video would be way too long if I said everything I wanted to say about these. So I just figured I'd do a separate little video. I just used the products for the first time, so now I will give you my thoughts on them. You guys might remember that in my last haul video I showed you guys this little palette right here. And this is actually from the same company, but this is their teen line, whereas the ones that I'm about to show you are from their adult line. So the products actually came in like two kits, and they came in these two huge boxes, which are obviously empty because I took out the products. But one is a kit with like all their brushes. It also has some like travel brushes in the set. And then the other one is their Smoky Nude Eye Palette, and it comes also with a highlighter and a cream eyeliner, which I will be showing you in a bit. So this is the Smoky Nude Eye Palette, and I really love the packaging. I think it looks really nice and expensive. It's like a gunmetal case, which is really cool. And then there's a mirror, which I'm going to cover so I don't blind you guys. But yeah, then there are these shades right here, which I really love because other than the silver one here and the black, all the other shades are really warm, which you guys know I absolutely love. So I was really excited when I saw this palette. So I used this light shade over here kind of as a base, like I just put that all over my lid. And then for the inner part of my lid, I used this color here, which is like a nice light golden color. And for the rest of the lid, I used the bronze shade because you guys know how much I love my bronzes, and I really love that one. I think it's my favorite. And then for the outer V, I used a little bit of this dark browns, just smoke it out a little bit. And then this highlight shade right here I used for my brow bone and for my inner corners. It's really nice. And the only two I didn't use were these two, just because I felt like it didn't really go with the look that I was going for. But I did test out like all of them, like swatches, to see the pigmentation, and they're all really nice. For these like kind of shimmery ones, I do recommend using a synthetic brush because it's definitely not as pigmented if you just use a regular eyeshadow brush. So I really love this little palette. I love all the shades. I think it's great that it has everything you need to do your eyes. Like it has a transition shade, some lid shades, highlights for the outer V. It has everything you need in one little palette, which is great. So the other thing that came in the same kit as the eyeshadow palette is this little highlighter right here. It has that same gunmetal packaging, which is so cute. And then it also has a little mirror right here. And this is what it looks like. And this actually reminds me of the Physicians Formula Shimmer Bricks, I think they're called. I can't compare the quality because I've never tried those. But they're kind of the same, where it has like the different strips of colors, which is a really cool concept because then you can either just like get one of the colors to use, or you can mix a few of them or all of them if you want. I mixed these two lighter shades right here, and I used it on my cheekbones and then a little bit on my nose as well. And I really like it. It's like really intense, which is amazing. So as I said, one of the kits is all brushes, but the kit with the eyeshadow palette and the highlighter also came with a few brushes, and one of them is this one right here, which is a little kabuki brush, and they said that this is to apply highlighter. And honestly, normally I use a very small brush to apply highlighter, so I didn't know how I felt about applying highlighter with this, but I decided to try it out, and it turns out that it applies it really well. Like it really just gets it on the cheekbone perfectly, so this might be my new highlighter brush. The other product in the kit is a cream gel liner, and it's actually brown, and I did use it. I used it along my lash line, and then I smudged it out a bit just to keep with like that smoky brown look. So the other brush is this one right here, and there's actually a brush on each side, and I use this little side right here to apply the gel liner on my lash line. It's like really small and flat, so it was really good for that. And then on the other side, it's just like a regular eyeshadow brush, but because it is synthetic, it's really good like to apply those shimmery shades because you can really pack it on the lid without losing the pigmentation. So that's it for the first kit, and now on to all the other brushes from the second kit. So I guess I'll start from the biggest, smallest. And this is their Flawless Powder Brush, and I did use it to apply powder, and it's so good. First of all, I just want to say how amazingly soft all their brushes are. Like, it's so soft. Like, I just feel like doing this all day. Like, it's so good. But yeah, this was really good to apply powder. I'm normally used to the ones that are really flat because I like packing it on like this. But this worked just as well. It still like gave me coverage with the powder, but was still super soft. It didn't let me look cakey or anything like that. So this is amazing. This was probably my favorite brush. So the second one is their Foundation Blender Brush. And I actually didn't use this foundation for foundation, which I normally don't use, but for the purpose of this video, I did apply some. I used another brush, which is from their travel kit. I'll show you guys that in a bit. But what I used this for was actually to cream contour. I've been wanting to do that for a while, like to contour with cream, but I was just kind of putting it off. And when I saw the brush and like the shape of it, I thought that it would be perfect for that. So I'm like, today's the day, I'm finally going to try it out. So yeah, I used it like I just made a line and then I blended it out, and this did it so well. I think, like, I don't know how it works for foundation. To me, I don't know, it seems a bit odd for foundation. I don't know. But for cream contouring, I think it's perfect. So the next brush is their all over shadow brush, and I actually really like this brush because it's quite fluffy, whereas like most eyeshadow brushes are just like really flat. But this one, if you use it on the flat side, it's really good to pack on like the color on your lid or wherever. But then if you turn it on the side, I found that it's really good for blending out that shadow. So that's really cool. The next one is their smudge blender brush, and it's just really good like to smudge out eyeliner and things like that. Just like I did with the gel liner on my top lash line, it's really great for just like smoking that out. And the last like full size brush is their smoky liner brush. It's pretty much just a little pencil brush, so I use that to apply some shadow like on my lower lash line. So now onto the travel size brushes. The first one is their contour cheek brush. So obviously you can use this to contour. It's really good just to get like in the hollows of your cheeks, or you can use this for blush, which is what I used it for. And I just really liked the shape and like size to apply blush. I feel like it applied my blush really well. Like you can just get it on the apples of the cheek and already like swoop it this way. I don't know, I just really like how it applied it, and just like all the other brushes, it is super, super soft. The next one is their buffing brush, and this was actually what I used to apply foundation. I really like it. It is a little smaller than what I'm used to for foundation, but I found that it's good for when you get like to this eye area or getting in between your eyebrows. It works really well for that. Then there's their contour shadow brush, which I actually use like for the outer V, like packing on that brown eyeshadow and then just kind of like swooping it in. And yeah, I think it works really well for that. And the last one is their angled eye slash brow liner. And I didn't use this for my eyebrows because I used a pencil, but what I did use this for was the cream gel liner. I used it to create a bit of a wing, and then I smudged it out with that other brush. But it's really good if you want to do a wing or a really precise liner. This works as well. And I'm sure it works really well for eyebrows too, because it's just like the perfect shape for that. Oh, and I almost forgot to show you guys these little cosmetic bags that come too. There's this really small one with a little zipper, and then there's this bigger one which opens up like this and has quite a lot of space, which is really good. So those are all the items in the kits, and I really like everything. I think my favorites are the brushes. I really like the brushes. Although the palette's also really nice, has some really nice colors. And the highlighter. The highlighter is really good. So I guess I love everything. But yeah, as for prices, the eyeshadow palette, the highlighter, and the cream gel liner, they're like in between drugstore and high-end prices, which is really great. And the brushes are more of a high-end price, but they are like of an amazing quality, so I can definitely see why. I think that you definitely like get what you pay for. So yeah, let me know if you guys have ever tried any Beauty Professionals products. I would love to know. Let me know in the comments. Let me know what you thought of them. And yeah, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!